Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL video. This one is news hot from the press. This video is about me reviewing the pictures, the leaked pictures that have come out on the Dakka Dakka forums and now spread across the various Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit orientated forums such as the One Ring. Just going to be going through some of these confirmed releases and images that have obviously leaked from White Dwarf and giving you a little bit of a quick opinion on them. This should be a low-res video so we can get it up quite quickly, and what I definitely want is I want to see what your responses are. Tell me what you think about these images, which should be, after the editing, all around me.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
So first up we've got the Mirkwood Palace Guards. Now on first observations, these guys look pretty cool. They look like great sculpts. Looks like the Hobbit are continuing up that trend that they had with Men of Dale in producing fantastic sculpts. Looks like they come in a box of 10, which is a bit of a shame with warbands being 12. And I do know they are going to be a little bit more expensive, but it should give Mirkwood lists that little bit of armour that I used to have to rely on from Lothlorien. It'll be interesting to see whether Mirkwood have an entirely new Hobbit list like Army of Thor for the Dwarves, or whether you'll be able to use these in the others. I think these guys are going to be retailing about £25, so it does mean there is a price rise, which of course everybody will be disappointed about. But on the whole, these are gorgeous sculpts, and it looks like you get quite a few spears in there as well, which would be cool. I'm guessing these will be Defense 6 models, Fight 5, maybe Strength 3, and maybe a special rule in there. And here's a close-up of one of them. You'll have to make your mind up whether this is a sculpt that you will be going for. I can pretty much guarantee that you're going to see some of these in future battle reports with Jamie, since he is a Mirkwood Elf player. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Do you like the new sculpts? How do you feel about the prices and the box size? Comment below. So next up, presumably, this will be a Palace Guard Captain. I actually quite like the look of this model with his two-handed wielding of the Elven blade, just like you see a lot with the, like you see with Elrond, the way that he holds a blade. Similar kind of pose. This is a much better way of sort of assessing how you feel about that Mirkwood look and the armour. And again, I quite like these models. I think that they look quite cool. I think these guys are going to be somewhere between £12 and £15. So again, reasonably expensive, but things are what you think that they are worth. I won't be going out and buying these, but again, I can assume that you might see a lot of these Mirkwood figures with Jamie. I'm actually guessing he'll probably be going more for the characters, if these follow the same kind of stat lines as captains from the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game. So that is the Mirkwood Palace Guard Captain. Let us know what you think. Next up, a box set which I can pretty much guarantee will get a Marmite kind of reception from the community. These are the Mirkwood Rangers. Now, I've already seen on the forums lots of people, some people disappointed that these are kind of Warhammerish. Now, I would actually liken them more to the kind of poses that you might see in the Malifaux war game or in Infinity. But we can't really blame Games Workshop for the look of these elves, since it is Weta who designed them in the movies. In terms of models and sculpts, these are gorgeous plastic models, and you've got to take your hats off to Games Workshop for producing some gorgeous models. It'd be interesting to see what their stat line is. I'm looking forward to the source book to weigh that up, and again, I think you'll definitely see these on in a Jamie army in the future. Again, let us know what you think. What is your Marmite reaction to these? Great, not so great. Again, 10 in a box by the looks of it, quite expensive. So next up we've got what appears to be one of maybe two Mirkwood Ranger Captain poses. Now again, I actually think that these are great looking poses and gorgeous looking models as well. But you've got to let us know what you think. We want to know what the community think overall. And just like any opinion, these are all subjective. I quite like the look of these. Both of them, so let us know what you think. Looks like there is a female equivalent, like the one that you see here, and a male equivalent, which is the guy that you see here. So let us know what you think. Again, whether we'll see Jamie getting these generic captains instead of going for Tauriel or Legolas or Thranduil remains to be seen. But it can't be denied, these are great sculpts, and if you look back over old Lord of the Rings, and look at some of the sculpts and the detail of the plastic, etc., you cannot deny that these are massive steps forward for our hobby. And next up, we've got a new Legolas pose, a Legolas in armour. Now, I actually quite like the pose of this model with the two blades up on the little kind of log thing there. I think he looks quite good. I like the armour on him, so good to have an armoured Legolas model. I'm guessing you'll see some more of the gamers taking him off that log to reduce the height and therefore true line of sight and all of that, but this is a nice sculpt. Seems to be a little bit of Marmite reaction to his face. Now this could just be the paint job, of course, but he does look quite broad-faced, quite moon-faced. But yeah, it's down to you whether you like it or not. I can imagine that we're going to see this in a Great British Hobbit League battle report in the future with Jamie. It'll be interesting to see if he's got a new profile or if the profiles are going to be like what they were like before. So let us know, what do you think about the new Legolas pose? It's probably going to be about 15 quid. Certainly one of my favourite sculpts from these December leaked releases is the Tauriel sculpt. I think that this is absolutely gorgeous, looks great, and again it's quite dynamic, it looks well sculpted, it looks like there's tons of detail. I can imagine that this will be a very popular miniature. Again, you know, it's going off the look from the movies, so we can't give too much credit to Games Workshop in terms of the design elements, but from a model point of view, tons of detail, nice pose. Again, whether you'll actually see her modelled on that log or not will probably depend on the type of hobbyist you come across. I'm guessing the gamery people will model her on a flat base, and you'll get the more hobby based strategy battle gamers will probably keep her on some kind of log. But a gorgeous model, and if I collected Mirkwood, I would certainly be getting this one. It looks absolutely gorgeous. What do you think about Tauriel? Let us know. Next up, a model that seems to have taken everybody by surprise. In front of you, you have Thrain the Broken. Now, what this model serves to do for me is make me really look forward to seeing him in movies. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he comes across. Hopefully, not too insane in a negative way. You know, it's quite a tragic story about Thrain, but this is a nice looking mini. Again, I can see lots of people going out there and getting him, depending on obviously how much he costs. So let us know what you think. Next up are the new spiders, and again there are lots of sort of varying opinions of these. A lot of people aren't too happy that they're not that dissimilar from the old spiders, and that they're fine cast. And obviously with fine cast, the material that you're working with, spindly legs might not be the most ideal creature to have them. But I'm guessing these are from the time when the movie was going to be 2 movies and not 3. Will people be getting these miniatures? I think that you will see people getting them as long as they're not overpriced. I was expecting a little bit more sort of dynamic poses with them rearing up or clambering over something. They still seem a little bit flat to me. Could have been done with sort of giving them a bit more height. You know, like they're imposing over a prey or something along those lines. So I'm not overly keen on the look of them. But again, just let us know what you think. We want to hear the opinion of the community as a whole. And next up, probably the only miniature that you're going to see Great British Hobbit League James pick up in this December release, and that's not because I don't like the other releases, but it's just my preference, is I will definitely be picking up this sculpt of Bjorn. Now, I love this character in the books, and although in the movies he's nothing like really what was described by Tolkien, I'm guessing Peter Jackson wanted to kind of make his Bjorn stand out and not look too sort of Hagrid-like. And I have to say that I really like the miniature more than I like the the released pictures of the actor. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he comes across in the movie, and I will definitely be getting this sculpt. I'm very much looking forward to seeing his profile as well. He looks like a bit of a beast, a bit of a tank. So expect to see Bjorn on my battlefield during a bat rep soon. Again, let us know what you think. I'll definitely be getting this guy. Will you be getting this guy? And potentially the best sculpt award goes to Thranduil. Now, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I really like Tauriel, but you've got to be impressed with this sculpt of Thranduil. He looks amazing. I really like his cloak, I like his pose, he looks very regal, he looks like he means business, I like his crown, not necessarily the paint job of his face. And it's going to be really interesting to see whether he's got the same kind of profile as he had in Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, or whether we're going to get new profiles for the likes of Thranduil and Legolas. You know, are we going to see it go the way of a Balin, where we got a completely different kind of profile, or are we going to see it go the other way, like an Elrond, where it's pretty similar? Let us know what you think. I'll certainly be getting a source book to check these guys out, and you're definitely going to see this model with Jamie. I will buy it for Jamie if he doesn't get it. In fact, don't tell him that. And the final of the Hobbit releases for the Desolation of Smaug, the leaked pictures on Dakka Dakka of what's expected to come out this December. We have got the Barrels in the Bond box set. Now, this is a fine cast set, and if you have a little look at the models, this is definitely a scenario specific or a hobbyist based box set. I have to say, I think the sculpts are great. I really like them. Whether you're going to see people picking these up for gaming purposes, I doubt it. It's quite an expensive box, but you've got the whole company in there plus Bilbo, and they look great. I really like how they've been painted, and I like how they've been sculpted. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing some of these in the flesh from somebody. Will I be buying them at the price that they've gone up for? Certainly not, but another fantastic release, and that's what we want to see. So, overall, what do you think about these releases? You must let us know. But that takes us to the end of the leaked pictures from the Dakka Dakka forums. Let us know what you think about these new minis. Tell us what you think about the prices, tell us what you think about the sculpts and the models, and tell us what you will be buying. Also tell us what you would like to see in our future battle reports. Are there any of these minis that make you think, yeah, I would really like to see these in a GBHL bat rep? Highly likely that Jamie and I will start doing some unboxings of these come Monday. So keep an eye out, and as always, continue to support your Hobbit hobby, no matter how you feel about these releases. It'd be great to have some positivity, and just let us know how you feel. Happy strategy battle gaming, guys.